Whether you've been arrested or not, you should steer clear from any conversations or interviews with the police. Here are 3 very good reasons not to speak to the police. Reason number 1, whatever you say can only be used against you, not for you. So why bother speaking to anyone when the only thing you can do is hurt your own interests? If your case goes to trial and you want to tell your side of the story, you can't rely on what you told the police when you spoke to them. You'll have to tell the court yourself by taking the witness stand. It gets worse. Whatever you did say, even if it does not amount to a confession, will be used later to suggest you are lying. If you tell your story at trial, for example, what you said to the police and what you say in court will be compared word for word. Anything you left out of your account to the police, and any inconsistency between what you said to the police and what you eventually say in court on the witness stand will be used by the prosecutor to argue that you're not telling the truth. So what's the point of talking to the police? The answer should be obvious. There is no point. If you want to help the police, by all means, spill your guts out. On the other hand, if you want to help yourself, don't say a word. Reason number 2, there's only one time to tell your story. If you want to tell your side of the story, there's a time and a place to do it. It's not when you're under arrest, it's not when you're in the backseat of a police car, and it's certainly not when a police officer approaches you and casually asks to have a little talk with you. It's not when it's convenient for the police. And it's never before you've had an extended consultation with your own lawyer. Frankly, in my opinion, there is usually only one time to tell your story to the world at large. That's in court, during a trial, on the witness stand, under the direction of your own defense counsel. That's the only time, unless your lawyer tells you otherwise. And when I say your lawyer, I don't mean the legal aid lawyer you speak to on the telephone from the police station. I mean a lawyer that you've personally retained and had an opportunity to meet with in person for an extended consultation. Reason number 3, you're at a disadvantage when the police want to speak to you. A huge disadvantage. You may not know if you're a suspect if you're not under arrest or detained. If you're not under arrest or detained, you may not be told about your right to remain silent or any of your other legal rights, and you may not be given an opportunity to speak to a lawyer. You won't know what evidence the police have against you. Worse yet, the police may lie to you about the evidence they do have. If you're under arrest, you'll be cut off from access to your family and friends and isolated in a jail cell or an interrogation room. This will make you vulnerable to sophisticated police interrogation techniques designed to break down your psychological barriers to talking. This is far from an ideal situation for telling your side of the story. I want to leave you with one final thought. Most of the time, police want to speak to you because they need evidence from you to convict you. Every day, people play into the hands of the police, and the words that come out of their mouth end up being the nails in their own legal coffin. Don't let the system convict you using the words that come out of your own mouth.